Today's episode of The Walk Show is brought to you in part by Jam Spots. Established in 1989, that's over 30 years, Jam Spots has provided safe and accessible spaces for musicians to create and collaborate. They have hourly, weekly, and monthly rentals to suit your needs. And here's the thing, these rooms rent out at artist-friendly rates. Cause let's face it, we can't all be John Bon Jovi. The best part about Jam Spots is its rich history in the Guelph music scene. It truly is a big part of the local scene and even has a music community within itself. And I should know, almost every band I've ever been a part of has had a room with Jam Spots. That's a ton of rehearsals, photo shoots, and even a music video we shot there with A Rise and Ruin. If you're looking for a space within our music community, check out jamspots.com. That's JAMSPOTS.com. Jam Spots. Make some noise! Howdy, folks. Welcome to The Walk Show. Podcasting on all major platforms and broadcasting on Hypernova Radio. Thank you for listening. Be sure to follow the show on Facebook, Instagram, X, and Blue Sky. And if you want to support the show with your dollars, you can subscribe over on Patreon for $5 a month. I'm Derek Prince-Cox, and I hope you're keeping well. I hope everyone enjoyed the summer. One of the hottest summers I can remember, actually, but I did get to hang out in some water this year, so I felt pretty good about that. It has been nice to have some cooler weather, at least here in Southern Ontario. And yeah, that's my weather segment of the show. I hope you enjoyed it. I've been busy with lots of gigs, particularly lots of sound tech gigs, so that's been really nice. And I'm really excited to keep that train rolling. All of my dates can be found at derekprincecox.com. And yeah, I feel like I'm just getting closer and closer to being able to run DMPC Entertainment full time. Largely to do with you. So thank you for all your support, whether you bought some merch, came out to a gig, or followed me on the socials, or if you're just listening right now. Thank you very much. It all helps me inch closer to the goal line. And believe me, any clout that I gain through doing this is just going to go right back to helping my fellow musicians, artists, and entrepreneurs. As I'm sure you know, I am definitely a high tide raises all ships kind of guy. I reached out to you on the Walk Show socials to ask you who your favorite vocalist is. And here's what you had to say.
Now it's time to check that mail. I'm gonna check that mail good. Yeah, check that mail.
Ryan Forsyth of Glasgow Grin says Travis Ryan of Cattle Decapitation, easy. John McGonigal of Jam VP and the Royal Few says, easy one for me, definitely my inspiration, Chris Cornell. I'd be remiss not shouting out local artists Sapricity, Stephanie of the Royal Few, Rich from Croca, and Harley Olivia. Chris Carlson says Bjorn In Flames, Janis Joplin, Chino, Deftones, Randy Lamb of God, and Bruce Iron Maiden. Guess it's old school. Jacob Romu of My Faith No More tribute band Angel Dust says a bit on the nose, but Sean Pearson, Mike Patton. Less obvious to those who weren't knee-deep in the Ontario underground metal scene in the 2000s, but Ted Lee from Faceless Hulk. Awesome Jim Rilling says, probably Ronnie James Dio, particularly in his Rainbows and Sabbath years. I'm definitely dating myself here. Scott Tucker says, Chris Cornell, Paul McCartney, Freddie. And I'm assuming Scott is referring to Freddie Mercury. Although Freddy Krueger did spit some bars in that song by the Fat Boys. As for me, I'm a huge fan of Mike Olander from Burnt by the Sun. He's probably my favorite heavy metal vocalist. I'm also a big fan of Daniel Tompkins of Tesseract. And I will die on this hill, Engelbert Humperdinck. Bet you didn't see that one coming. As always, thank you so much for your participation. If you aren't writing in and you want to get in on the action, when you see a listener question pop up on the Walk Show socials, leave your answer in the comments or email them to thewalkshow@gmail.com. On that note, let's do today's double feature preacher.
The Double Feature Preacher is brought to you by Planet Bean Coffee.
Woo, that is a tasty f***ing brew.
And by The Walk Show.
Today's music feature is The Urbanizer, You Know Where the Flowers Have Gone by Hog Meets Frog featuring Marco Miniman. All the way from Austria, Hog Meets Frog is an avant funk prog metal trio who actually just came to Canada for their very first time. Really bummed I missed that, actually. This track is very cool, and it's easy to see why one of my favorite drummers of all time signed on for this track. It's right up Marco Miniman's alley. It's dark, it's quirky, it has all kinds of room to showcase chops and talent. It's brilliant. You can support Hog Meets Frog by checking out hogmeetsfrog.com and be sure to give them a follow on the socials. Today's Planet Bean feature is their Ethiopian Sidamo medium roast. This single origin roast is sun-dried and very different from your average coffee. It has heavy fruit flavors as well as flavors of jam and citrus. Planet Bean Coffee is Guelph's coffee company, having roasted fair trade and organic coffee since 1997. Check out what they're up to, get a list of locations and a list of vendors at planetbeancoffee.com. Most importantly, support Planet Bean with your dollars. You'll be glad you did. Oh, and when you do, if you want to help out the Walk Show, please let them know that I sent you.
Stick around to the end of the podcast to hear the full song from today's Double Feature Preacher artist.
For this episode, I had a conversation with Honduran singer, songwriter, athlete, and influencer Angela Bendeck. I hope she'd be cool with me referring to her as an influencer, but she's such a positive force on the internet that I think it's a good descriptor. Angela is an incredibly uplifting person, incredibly talented, and I'm just going to say it, the world could use way more people like her. In case you didn't notice, I'm a fan. We had a great chat, and I hope you dig it. So let's get into it. And we are rolling here today with singer, songwriter, and athlete Angela Bendeck. Thanks so much for making time for the show today.
Oh, Derek, I'm super happy that we finally could meet in this show. And I'm so excited about this because I have many surprises.
Awesome. And that's, it's one of those things where, you talk to somebody online, for sometimes months, sometimes years, and then you actually get to have a conversation. Not that we're face to face, but, virtually, I guess we are. So yeah, it's nice to finally get to talk to you.
Yes, me too. It's been I think it was about 2 months since we booked this meeting or this call. Wow. Time flies. My goodness.
I know. I was going to say, where did the months go? But where did this year go?
Oh, yes. It's already the second half already started. My goodness.
It's crazy. I don't want to be disappointed, but at the same time, I really do try hard to maximize the time. And it's, I think one of those things with people that are kind of busy is no matter what, you're always going to be a little disappointed that you didn't get something done,
That is true. I agree with you. And that's one of the things that I've been struggling with and trying to manage and learn how to manage, because I am not only a singer-songwriter and an athlete, but I am also a business owner, and I am a mom, and I am about to be a grandmother. Can you imagine that?
Congrats.
I'm super happy and excited about that. Yeah, thank you so much. So imagine my schedule. I had to put this on my calendar so that I don't miss it. Imagine if I wouldn't, I would totally forgot.
I know.
And I don't want to forget anything, especially this important call that we've been planning for so long. Oh my God. I really make a really good and strong use of my calendar, especially the Google Calendar, which is super helpful. And the other thing that I've been trying to learn is how to decide or prioritize what is that I need to do on that specific day and the week so that I feel like I did accomplish something. Because sometimes you want to do everything and you can't. You simply can't. So that's one of the things that I've been learning. One book that I've read, and it's a wonderful book about how to prioritize your activities and how to schedule and feel productive, is the 12-week year book, which I totally recommend if you are that kind of person that wants to be super organized and learn how to prioritize what to do and feel happy about your daily life. I even book my family time. Can you imagine that?
I love that personally, and I'm writing that down. So it's called the 12-week year?
Yes. I forgot the name of the author, but the book is unforgettable. Unforgettable. You will not miss it. There's only one book named like that. And there's a whole, videos on YouTube on how to plan your 12-week year and everything. It's fabulous. It's amazing.
Yeah, I absolutely love that. And I also love that you use your calendar as much as I do, because you actually put you had booked the chat in the Google Calendar, right?
Yes,
I know
I did.
when I got it from you, I was like, okay, we're going to get along just fine.
You're one of my kind then.
Absolutely. Yeah, it's funny because I always thought it was like like an old man thing to use the calendar, but it's I think it's more to do with entrepreneurship and just people that are really busy and again, like planning family time right down to that, because you're going to make the most of it if you value it. And I mean, I feel like that's one way to value it is to jot it down, to actually spend the time to think about it, to live with that intentionality, if that makes any sense.
Totally. I totally agree. And that's one of the reasons I decided to start writing songs about being what you really dream of. And for example, one thing that I wanted to say is that being organized started by my desire to be a strong and healthy woman with my athletic journey. And I started, doing my workouts, my fitness journey. I decided to call myself an athlete just because I really want to look like one of them. I want to shape my body as, the best athlete ever. I am still on process, I only have my biceps, some there, I don't know.
It's got to be a journey, right? Like it's I don't know.
It is.
Yeah, no, I admire that for sure. It's definitely my it's my weak point. I mean, sort of a little bit about my background. I was I am a musician and
You do?
used to tour a lot sort of like 20 years ago, and I'm sort of into it again. So doing the entrepreneur thing and the musician thing and a sound tech. And so I managed to kind of kick all of my vices except for the junk food, like I got rid of I was smoking cigarettes. I was doing things I probably shouldn't even say on the podcast. I was drinking a lot. I got rid of all of it, but the junk food, it's just so hard. I can't do it.
Yeah, I agree. But, I started to be disciplined on my journey, because the only way to see results was to stick on the plan. And I really desperately wanted to see results. So I decided, I started with V-Shred. I don't know if you have seen this guy on Instagram.
No.
V-Shred. I started with him, but they have a program for women, V-Shred for women. So I started with them, and they had this guaranteed plan. And I was like, okay, if it's money back guaranteed, then it surely should work. So the only way to be able to claim any money back was by following the plan as it was. So I stick to the plan, and then I started to see results. And I was like, wow, this is amazing. And once I started, to change my eating habits and my workout habits and everything, I started with home workouts, with body weight workouts. And I stayed like that for a year and a half. And that discipline and resilience and being stubborn and wanting to see results helped me get as organized as I needed and make me understand other things in my professional and musical life. It changed my life totally, because when you get disciplined in one thing, then it starts to become easier to be disciplined in other things. So that's when I realized that my calling was to write songs about being the best of yourself. And that's how my first single that I released just this year on January the 9th, the song of the single is Say I'm Possible. And it's all about realizing that you are capable of getting there where you want to be, wherever you want to be, or whoever you want to become. You are capable. You have the talent. You have the strength. You have everything. You have the skills. The only thing that's missing is your discipline and you wanting really desperately to get there, you see. So I decided to restart my musical career by doing this English song. I mean, song in English, which is what I mean. That says this anthem, say I'm possible, say it because you are.
I love that. I mean, as soon as I heard the track, I was instantly inspired. And I think I may have even said something to you about that, because I just love the fact that you put that positivity out in such a genuine way. And you hit the nail on the head in terms of discipline. And that's sometimes I find something that's tough to communicate, because sometimes it can sound harsh or mean, but the way you put it out there, like you're nice about it. And so it's kind of like, I feel like that would inspire somebody to actually, start the process. I find that's the hardest part. It's just getting that snowball rolling. And then once you build momentum, I feel like it gets a little bit easier. Does that make sense?
That is true. Yeah, totally. And that's exactly what happens to me. And now I am about to release a new song, which I hope it's going to be released by mid-August. And the name of the song is Show Up. And it's another nice pop song, bumped into a rhythm where you really don't want to miss it, you see? And that song is about those moments when you say, oh my God, again, this thing again. I don't feel like doing this again. I don't want to do this, but I have to. And it's like when you say, okay, I'm going to show up and I'm going to do at least a little, but I'm going to show up, because that's when you build up discipline. So that's the song about. But it doesn't sound like that strict. It actually sounds really hooky, like show up, I want to show up. I'm going to show up and like that. I don't want to sing it because I don't want to spoil it. But it's just a song that you would dance with it, and you will feel, the energy to show up and get something done, you see?
Yeah, and that's so awesome. And also, I'd imagine, like, to dance music, to like a poppier dance kind of sound, it is conducive to moving, right? To dancing, to working out.
Exactly. At the beginning, I thought that I would write songs for people who wanted to go to the gym and work out. But then I realized that I can impact more people than just people who wants to go to the gym. But the fact that it's a pop song makes it relatable and easy to hook with in any situation. So I love that.
Oh yeah, you're gonna reach the highest number of people. It's a very palatable sound, right?
Yeah, you'll see. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
no, I can't wait.
My producer said, and I quote, that Gloria Estefan would dream to sing just like me.
Wow. Yeah, that's those are some words for sure. I mean, I grew up to Gloria Estefan. Miami Sound Machine.
Yes, I love her. I truly love her. And so many times I've sung cover songs for her albums. I love her. I truly love her.
That's awesome.
So that was something that I was like, what? You truly said that? Oh my God.
Well, that's high praise for sure, but I mean it's easy to see. I mean, I've seen you sing online and yeah, you definitely have some pipes. There's no question about it.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
So what got you into music and athletics, and which pursuit came to you first? Was it the working out or was it the music?
Well, I've been into music since I was little, and then I started a band over 20 years ago. But then I had to more than 20 years ago.
I know that game.
Yeah. But then we split because everyone changed course of life, and then we needed to move on because in my country, living out of music is not as for raising kids and paying the school tuition and everything. So it's a hard thing, you know. I would not say that anyone can just live out of music in Honduras. But we really did have certain wonderful years as a band. And we had every weekend, we had 3 gigs a week.
Wow.
So it was like the most powerful band that we put together. And then we recorded the album. And after the album, then our course changed and we needed to split. But ever since I soloist, I started to become just Angela Bendeck, and then it was by the year 2008. And then I released another album by myself, which both of them were in Spanish, and then life just got me rolling on business and trying to make it meet and raising kids and everything, which I don't regret. The thing is, I was tired of doing so many covers. I was tired of that. We were a cover band, but we were trying to make our songs, you know, thrive. But it was really hard. It was not that people didn't like our songs, but the people who hired us were like, no, don't sing your music. We want people to have fun, so sing whatever they request. And we were like a living jukebox.
Yeah.
I didn't want to become a jukebox anymore. Yeah. So right after that, last year, on year 2024, there was this program, the Ultimate Artist Release Program from the Songwriting Academy in the UK. And they were offering like a fresh start for artists. And I was like, wow, this is my time. I need to get involved with this again and get updated into the music industry. And that's how I started this new program. But yeah, I would say that the the fitness journey got me inspired into the kind of songs that I'm writing right now. Not the music itself, but it actually helped me understand what is my calling now as an artist.
That's cool. So the music you were playing in the band stylistically was different than the stuff you're doing now?
Yes, it was more like a Latin pop songs or Latin rock. It was in Spanish and it was similar to Juanes or maybe I don't know, who do you know? Maybe kind of like Santana.
Okay.
Have you heard Santana?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. That vibe, you see. So yeah.
Very cool.
And now I'm doing UK pop, EDM pop.
Which is also very cool. Like it's crazy how eclectic you are. You really cover the spectrum.
Well, not to mention that I also sing opera.
Wow, really?
I do. One of the things that I started last year was to take singing lessons with an opera teacher, with an opera trainer. How do you call it? Trainer? Yeah, a vocal coach. A vocal coach. That's the word. Sometimes
Right.
I forget my English.
You're doing better than I am, and English is my forte. I don't speak any other language.
So yes, I started with him because I wanted to train my vocal cords, and then he realized that I actually had a great potential on opera. So last May I was invited to sing a couple of opera arias, and it was amazing. It was an experience that I would never forget, and now I keep training. Even though I told him straightforward, I am not going to dedicate my artistic life as an opera singer. I'm going to be a pop singer. I want you to know that. But it doesn't hurt if from time to time I am invited to sing an opera aria. I love that.
Oh,
if I am capable of doing that, why not? You see?
Exactly. I mean, really, if anything, it's just going to make you so much better at the pop stuff. I guess as like an equation, like for the drumming would be like if you learned how to play really complicated jazz or like Latin jazz, and then you sat down and played a rock song, it would just be so much easier because your dynamics are there, your skills there. It's all happening for you.
Exactly. That's exactly. And I was talking about that to the conductor of the orchestra in San Pedro Sula. He's a really good friend of ours, and he is really respected. And I was telling him, you see, I hear my voice from live recordings in the past, and I would say I didn't have the technique that I have now after I got this vocal coaching with my teacher. So it's actually improving. And every singer, if you are going, or every musician, if you ever are going to continue to be a musician or a singer, you need to train every day or at least twice a week to keep up with your technique. It's a never ending thing. It's just like working out. If you want to get old and be healthy and strong on your elder years, then you need to keep working out every single day. So that's one thing.
Yeah, wow, what a work ethic. I mean, I know a lot of opera, or at least I believe a lot of opera is in Italian. What language were you singing opera in?
I recently sang in Italian. Italian is easier because it's very similar to Spanish. It's not as complicated. It's just the words that are different. But French, that's really difficult because all the they have.
No, I get it. I mean, here in Canada, we have we have Quebec, and they speak sort of a version of French. It's not Parisian French, but it's from what I understand, a lot more slang. And if I have that wrong, my Quebec friends, I apologize, but I'm pretty sure that's how it works. So yeah, I mean, we speak a little bit of French in school, but I'll be honest, none of it really stuck. So I'm just English. So it's boring. I'm boring.
Oh, I see. Oh my goodness. But yeah, it's a real challenge, and I am falling in love with all that opera world. And recently with the movie Maria that relates about it's showing Maria Callas, and Angelina Jolie did a wonderful job by singing some of the parts of the songs of the arias. Oh my goodness. My vocal coach will kill me if he listens to me saying song instead of aria because he does this side, like, what are you talking about? You see, it's like he wants to kill me. But anyways, I forget.
That's hilarious.
So yeah, Angelina Jolie did a wonderful job, and she explained in an interview to other singers how singing opera would change even her own life and the way she sees life now, because all your body is involved in the technique, and the emotions that you need to express whenever you sing something, and because everything is ¿cómo se llama? It's not drama, it's tragedy.
Okay.
Tragedy.
Gotcha.
Everything ends in a tragedy. Everything is a tragedy. So those emotions that comes into the singing of those tragedies is like, wow, all your body vibrates on it. So it's wonderful.
Yeah, and well, that's one of the reasons I can understand why some singers don't want to do certain covers. I mean, as a drummer, I'll do whatever the band wants to do or whatever pays the bills, really. But I don't have to. I don't have to emote anything, right? I can just kind of hit things. And yeah, you could get into an argument that you can emote as a drummer, but it's not the same as vocals. Like, you really have to bare your soul. So if you're not really liking what you're singing, that's going to be a tough night.
Yeah, that is true. And for example, when I was doing covers, I would only pick songs that I would relate to emotionally, because there are some songs that even though they were a hit, I would not feel comfortable about singing those songs. Like, for example, there was this song that was like throwing myself on the floor and crying about you, and those songs that put ladies and young girls like life is going to end because someone didn't love them the way she wanted. That is crazy. I mean, where's your self-love and your self-esteem? You see, so I couldn't sing those songs. And I was like telling my band, no. If you want to have that song on the repertoire because someone wants to come and sing it, let's do that. But I will not sing that song.
That's awesome. So you've always had that conviction then. You've always wanted to elevate people.
Yes, I always do that. And probably because I wanted to elevate myself. There was some dark times in my life where I felt that I was not worth. And probably I was a little bit insecure. Insecure or unsecure? What's the right word? Insecure, sorry.
No, you're killing it. This is awesome.
My children keep correcting my English. Okay, yes, insecure. So I didn't know how deep it was until I hit the ground. And yeah, I deep inside through music, there was something telling me that I needed to lift up myself. And that's how probably there was something within my heart or my soul that was telling me, you are better than that. You can do this. And that's why I was not allowing any song that would make me feel less than that. And then I started to believe in myself. And there's be Angela Bendeck that wanted to lift up everyone then and inspire people to believe in themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I love that message. That's something that, I mean, I picked up from your music right away. It's
Happy
just,
you do.
yeah, I mean, if that's the message you're trying to get out, like, mission accomplished. Because it's impossible to not be uplifted, listening to Say I'm Possible. And, yeah, it's just something you see so much negativity out there. And I, for one, I believe positivity can be just as infectious as negativity. There's just fewer people out there pushing it, right? So anytime I see somebody out there doing that, I have to applaud them, because I feel like I can't stress how important I really believe that all is.
That is so true, and I agree with you. I learned from meditation that every vibration that people they have a specific vibration, and you can feel it. And sometimes you will be beside someone that you don't know at all, but just standing beside that person, you would feel either a vibration that repels that you want to repel, or something that you want to be near that person. I had some confusions about it. because there was a time when I was single, long ago, that I thought that vibration that made me feel like I wanted to be near that person was falling in love. But I was like, how can I fall in love with every single person that I feel attracted to? This is not correct. This is not right. And then I started to realize, no, this is because those people are people who, irradiate good vibrations. So you want to be near them, but it's not like you're falling in love with them. It's just that they are super nice, that you want to hang around with them. And then that's when I got terrified by my own, meditation and thinking.
Yeah, well, it's, you definitely want to surround yourself with people like that. And you're right. You might not be falling in love with every single one of them, but they're good people to have in your camp, because, again, just like negativity, with positivity, there's power in numbers, right?
Yeah, I agree. I totally agree. Oh, my goodness. So, tell me, you said you played the drums, right?
Yeah, primarily. I sort of play everything, but the drums, it's definitely my forte.
Oh, okay. So how long do you have? You said like 7 years or more?
Oh, more. So I'm in my 40s. I started playing when I was, in my teens, and ended up right out of high school, just joining kind of the biggest band I could find in the Toronto area that was looking for a drummer, and from there just, toured North America, and signed to a label, and I thought our lives were going to forever change, and and they didn't, but that's okay. You learn a lot, and eventually I had to kind of cut my hair and get a real job, and that played its course, especially with the pandemic, I feel like. So I worked in print media, which was kind of a dying industry even like 20 years ago, right? So
wow.
So I got another opportunity to really kind of pick it up and get back into it, because you have the cushy job, but then you realize it's not really all that secure either, right? So you might as well just lean into your strengths and try to build a life around that.
That's true, yeah. And speaking of work, of course, yeah. On my journey, when I started to work at an IT company that now I own with my husband, I discovered so many passions that I didn't have. I didn't know I had, passion for IT, for software engineer. I am by no means I am an IT person, but I do love how to sell that thing, because I am a natural seller as well.
I believe that. I really do.
So now I became a trainer, an international trainer of service, customer service by the ¿cómo se llama esta empresa? Oh my God. My head is getting blank. So now I don't know why. Probably I'm tired. It's 5:40 in the afternoon, but I was awake since 5 in the morning.
Oh, wow. Yeah. I tend to get up around then too. And I guess we're in different time zones here, but we're a couple hours apart anyway. What I probably should do at this point is take the quick commercial break just to show some love to the sponsors. But Angela and I will be right back right after this. Today's episode of The Walk Show is brought to you in part by Rock Sparrow. Rock Sparrow brings artists and brands to life through quality merchandise. They help entrepreneurs, artists, and brands with online merch solutions, taking the guesswork out of merchandising your brand by managing your every need, and all with real people. Speaking of real people, I've known the creators of Rock Sparrow for years, and I can tell you firsthand, these people genuinely care about what they do for their clients and their community. There's even a store there set up for The Walk Show. Check out what they're up to at rocksparrow.ca. If you want to join up like I did, send them an email at info@rocksparrow.ca. And if you want to check out my Rock Sparrow merch, it's at The Walk Show. That's WOK.rocksparrow.ca. Again, that's thewalkshow.rocksparrow.ca. In any case, if you want to help out The Walk Show, please let them know that I sent you. Hey, business owners. Wouldn't it be cool if I was taking this time to talk about your product or service? I've enjoyed building relationships with some very cool companies since I started this thing, and I am looking to expand the Walk Show family. I work with some great sponsors, and I've sponsored events through the podcast, so I do understand how valuable time and resources can be. If you have any interest or questions about working with the show, hit me up at thewalkshow@gmail.com. Again, that's thewalkshow, WOK, @gmail.com. I hope you're enjoying the podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Now let's get back to the show. And we are back. And yeah, this is how I like this show to go. Like, I mean, I have questions and we're going to hit some of them, but I feel like we're just kind of riffing and that's how I like it personally. So thank you for taking the time with me.
No, Derek, I'm super happy and I am super enjoying this chat with you. And what I was telling you before we go to the commercials, it was that Service Quality Institute is the company in the U.S. that had me trained as an international trainer for customer service. And the other thing that I did was, preparing myself as a sales leader and to learn the sales techniques and how to lead and manage a sales team. So that's one of the challenges that I'm working on right now on my professional. It's not that my musical is not professional. I'm working professionally, not only on my company, but also with my music. But what I mean is at my company, that's one of the things that I'm doing right now. And you see, that's why sometimes being organized is very important, because I don't want to stop doing music, which is what keeps me alive. I love singing and I love songwriting. And recently I am collaborating with a lot of artists and I'm super loving it. And it's an amazing experience to collaborate with other talented singer and songwriters.
Yeah, well, I saw a video you had done with a male singer doing actually a Canadian artist, Shania Twain.
Yeah.
And you two were just, it was so good. Oh my God.
That was one of the songs that I used to sing when I was in my band. I used to sing that song as a cover and I truly loved singing that specific song is a wonderful song. Yes, I remember.
Yeah. So
Oh,
you
wow.
sing songs in Spanish, you sing songs in English, and you write in both. You do opera and Italian. Do you have a preferred language that you like to sing in?
Well, I like to sing in both English and Spanish. If we are talking about music, popular music, radio music. But opera has their own language, and I am just experimenting. And I'm willing to learn how to sing in French if I have to, because there are some other areas that are beautiful. And like, for example, I want to learn the flower duet by Lacme. Lacme is the name of the opera, and it's a French opera, and I really love that duet. And I'm studying it to sing it with another soprano that I know that I am super fond of. Her name is Monica del Cid. I truly love her voice. She's got this soprano beautiful voice that I can't even believe. It's wonderful. So yeah, but I really like to sing mostly anything, and I love singing jazz. I love singing rock, the Americana music as well. I love singing pop, and you know what? I realized that singing pop live is very difficult. I went to this songwriting camp in New York at the end of April and beginning of May, and I dared to sing "Say Impossible" live, just with the background music.
Awesome. How did it go?
But it went so awful. I still see the videos. I see the videos, and I don't dare to publish anything of that because my voice sounded like so awful.
Do you
And I was like,
are you maybe just being too hard on yourself, or do you think it was genuinely not good?
I mean, I was singing on tune. That's one thing that I do really well. But probably because I wanted to jump and dance at the same time. And I was looking back. Today, I released one video of me singing the released concert of Despertaremos con el Sol, which is my first album. And I was listening to myself singing, and I sang so great. I mean, I was like, what? I was singing live. And nobody was correct pitch. How do you say that?
Yeah,
pitch
like
correcting
pitch
my
correcting,
voice.
yeah.
Yes, that's the word. Nobody was doing that. That was just my true voice, and I didn't hit a wrong note. And I was like, oh my God, I am amazing.
See, that's awesome.
But I realized that I was not jumping
Okay.
in the whole concert. I was holding myself, very relaxed with my guitar. I was playing my guitar and I was singing, and everything went right because I was not trying to dance and move at the same time, just like crazy, just like I wanted to do that on my last performance. It was crazy. So I said, okay, if I want to sing live, one thing that I should learn is that probably Madonna or whoever sings dancing, they totally would do. And please, if that's wrong, I want to know. I want to know because that's my next challenge. Okay?
Well, yeah, I mean,
if J-Lo is not doing playback when dancing, if she's not doing playback when dancing and singing and having a concert, then I need to learn her technique because I was not able to sing and dance at the same time, even though I have a really good cardio.
Yeah.
I work out daily. I can jump and I cannot get a heart rate attack or anything like that. I'm really good at my cardio, but I didn't know how they do that. So I don't know.
I think they're absolutely playing to track, and I don't even think there's necessarily anything wrong with that. I mean, I play in some projects that have backing tracks, and it's just sort of the way it goes now. So I think a lot, especially pop artists, are playing to backing tracks and even some lead vocal tracks, so they can dance, because it's such a crucial part of the show experience, right? So I think that is the case. And even back in the 80s, I don't think they necessarily had quite as many backing tracks, if any, but they did have a ton of backup vocalists. So, you know, if Madonna's getting winded in like 1986, you know, she has a whole slew of backup vocalists that are singing to kind of hide it in the mix a little bit, I think.
Oh, yeah. That makes sense. And I don't have that staff and that crew behind me.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
Exactly.
That's wonderful.
But I do think, you know, a little backing track goes a long way. And I think people are kind of, they used to not like that kind of thing. I think a lot of people are pretty forgiving when it comes to that, especially if you are going to be running all over the stage and dancing, because it's such a, I don't know. I feel like at a pop show that's crucial to the live experience.
That's true. So hit me one of your questions. What do you want to know?
Well, let's do the listener question, because I got to make sure I get that in before the end of the show here. So every episode, I ask the listeners a question. I like to get my guests' take as well. So today's listener question is, who is your favorite singer?
Oh. So my favorite singer, are you asking me or your listeners?
Oh, I asked my listeners as well, but I'm asking you right now.
Okay, good.
It can be of all time, or it can just be your favorite right now. It's totally open.
Yeah, I have several, but my favorite singer, she is like a whole thing to me, is Celine Dion. I admire her. I admire her so much because of the kind of person and the kind of artist she is. And she has always shown integrity, respect. She's a diva herself, but she doesn't make any people less than what they are. Like, I mean, you stand beside her and you feel like you are upgraded. You see, it's like, I love her. And I have seen her singing with other divas, and instantly, without Celine Dion knowing, they feel less than her because she is a sun. She is the sun. She is the moon. She's a star. You see, so I love that thing that she projects, and it's totally genuine and it's humble at the same time. She is not that kind of person that would go, I'm the best singer in the world. No. That's not Celine Dion. And that's one of the things that I admire from her. Totally.
Oh, that's awesome. I mean, again, one of the things that us Canadians like to do is anytime somebody, talks up a Canadian or gives them props, like we have to kind of go like, oh yeah, they're Canadian. Because I don't know. It's just something we have to do. I feel like because we feel overshadowed by our neighbors in the States that anytime somebody talks up a Canadian, we got to go, oh yeah, they're Canadian. And Celine Dion is definitely a fellow Canadian.
That's true. That is true. So you must be proud about her, I guess.
Yeah, definitely. And
I'm
Shania
sure.
Twain. I mean, Shania Twain's another Canadian diva, right?
Is she Canadian?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I didn't know. I love her as well. I love the songs that she does. I thought she was American because her songs are more like Americana country music.
Yes.
But she is amazing. I truly love her as well. Alanis Morissette is one of my favorites as well.
Nice.
I don't know if she's Canadian. She's not Canadian.
She is Canadian. Yeah, she's another Canadian. Wow.
I should move to Canada.
You
then.
should. You're an honorary Canadian. I'm saying it now.
Oh my goodness.
Any plans to perform up here or any kind of touring?
I wish I would. I don't have. I need someone who helps me book some tours up there in Canada. Can you do that for me?
I think the biggest problem is just like border issues, and I don't know. So when I go to the States to play, I have to be on a P2 work visa. I don't really know how that works coming into Canada, but I do believe there's some kind of equivalent. So the border can be a bit challenging, but once you get that figured out, then yeah, absolutely. I know people that could put on shows and promote.
Well, what I'm trying to, yes, exactly. What I want to do is not like getting a paid gig, but I would love to perform in places where they would be willing to showcase new artists, or at least artists that are, retaking their career and bringing new songs to their releases and stuff like that. So that would be wonderful if I had the chance, to at least perform as an invited artist. I don't need to be paid. I just need to have, somewhere, a place that I can showcase my new music, or I just want to impact people positively. So that's the hook, and that's the goal.
Perfect. Well, yeah, I mean, definitely, let's talk, going forward. I'm sure we could make something like that happen. And anybody listening, a lot of people that listen to the show are also musicians, artists, and entrepreneurs. So any promoters out there, or anybody that deals with international stuff, hit me up at thewalkshow@gmail.com, and definitely follow Angela on the socials. Cause yeah, how cool would that be? That'd be awesome.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. We are having such a nice time that I just lost track of time. I don't know if we have enough time, or do you have any other interesting subject that we would like to talk?
Well, I just want to make sure at this point that people get a hold of your social media and your website. How can people check out what you're doing online so they can support you?
Oh yes, they can follow me in any social media, as Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, X, what else? Even Blue Sky.
Nice.
That is with the YouTube, especially YouTube. Please go find my music. You can listen to my music on Spotify, on Apple Music, or on Deezer, Amazon, whatever is your streaming platform. My music will be there. You just try find me in social media with @Angela Bendeck. Bendeck is written with a lot. How do you say the B as in Bob? And a CK at the end, C as in Charlie and K as in Kilo at the end, Bendeck. And my website is as well, angelabendeck.com. And if you want to have notifications about my next music release, you can join my community on Instagram, or you can join my mailing list so that I can keep you updated about the next songs and how I am going to fulfill my purpose as an artist to motivate people to get their best out of them. Sometimes I don't want to sound like I am the one who knows everything and you must follow what I say. But sometimes I get too excited about the things that have been working for me that I keep telling everyone, hey, do this, do that. But if you feel like you really want to listen to whatever advice I have to say just for the sake of it, or because you have tried everything and nothing have worked, I'll be happy to change someone's lives and to have a spark into your life. That's my purpose, and I learned that purpose in a hard way, in a contest, and now I have my feet on the ground, and I know that God wants me to just inspire people. And if it's even just one person, if I don't have 1 million followers, that's okay, because the followers that I have are the ones that need to listen to my music. So I'm happy with it.
And it's wonderful. And to the listeners, yeah, Angela is a fantastic follow. Because it's everything. It's the music, it's the fitness, and it's the message, right? Which I think all put together, fantastic follow, just super inspiring. So again, I just really want to thank you for coming on the show and just sharing that with the listeners, because again, I feel like it's infectious in the best way possible.
I love that word, infectious in the best way. I love it. Thank you so much, Derek. I truly enjoyed this time with you.
My pleasure. Is there anybody you want to send a shout out to at this point in the show?
Well, a shout out to everyone who's listening today to Derek's show, The Walk Show. Please think about what is that makes you the best at what you do, and praise yourself. Learn how to praise yourself and keep telling yourself how good you are. It's good that you can recognize. It's not being it's not the opposite of being humble, So if you say, I am a good singer, or I am a good worker, or I am a good writer, a good nurse, a good doctor, you keep telling it to yourself, because you are. Okay. And there's nothing wrong about it. And hug yourself and thank God for that. Especially be thankful for that.
Perfect. I can't think of a better way to end it. The last thing I do on the show is spin 2 tunes. First up is Angela Bendeck with Say I'm Possible, followed by today's double feature Preacher artist Hog Meets Frog featuring Marco Miniman, one of my favorite drummers, with The Urbanizer. Again, Angela, thank you so much for your time. This has been incredible.
Same here, Derek. Thank you so much. Enjoy, everyone.
And to the listeners, thank you so much for your time. Catch you next time.
Serotonin got you going. Heart is pounding and it feels like you're exploding. Body's humming, now you're buzzing. Ain't it something? And it's beautiful. What a feeling that you're reaching. Say, 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 say me. I'm possible. Whatever I wanna be. I'm possible. Say I'm alive and I'm incredible. I got it all in me. I'm possible. Whatever I wanna be. I'm possible. Say I'm alive and I'm incredible. Phenomenal. I'm possible.
I get father for the bricks. Sister Tarmac is my skin. Every simulated nature thing has lifeless me within. I'm the god of building industry. I'm the son of spoiled skies. Comfort is my magic word, so you'll never ask yourself why. I eat up all your green, crappy paving stone by stone. As long as I can breathe out dust, your lungs a seventh bone. Build me up to wall you in, can't even hear your crying. No more trees to break their necks, and now you ask me, where have all the flowers gone? Long time passing, where have all the flowers gone? Long time ago. I can tell you where all the flowers have gone. No, yeah, girls, I grabbed them and ripped them out. Ask yourself, you know where the flowers have I light up